What is up, guys? Two eye-opening food-related documentaries. One I'm going to say is more vegan-inspired, and the other one has to do with the industry. The first is Food Inc. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one. I believe it's on Netflix. I'm not 100% sure. But this documentary has been out since 2008. So, I mean, you may be able to find it on YouTube. Basically, what this documentary is showing is the ruthlessness that these industries have had, these large food industries have had towards farmers trying to make it, and also immigrants who have been working in these industries. It shows how all these different companies have taken advantage of them, and they end up deporting them after a period of time. And this is sort of a known thing that was happening, where the government understood that, okay, these guys are doing this, but let's let them use these people for an extended period of time until we're gonna deport you. And the way they showed it, it was just, oh my God. They were banging on these people's doors and taking them out in handcuffs and, sending them back to their country like they were these criminals. And that was extremely eye-opening to me in terms of like organic, the push for healthier food as opposed to like the genetically modified stuff. This is a great documentary showing that because people are becoming more aware, and again, this is 2008, because people are becoming more aware, these companies are being forced to create a higher standard, which is very, very cool. So that is that documentary. I highly recommend it. The second documentary I want to share it's a vegan-inspired documentary. It's actually, it's from 2005, and it is narrated by Joaquin, which I find very interesting. I did not know that. I looked up an interview, and I just started it. This actually helped inspire this video because I had this on the mind, and then I ended up looking it up. And during a Joker interview, he talks about that he's been a vegan since age 3. I will share that underneath here, and he just gives his reasons. So he's always been a supporter of veganism and in that movement and the promotion of protecting animals and animal rights and stuff. But watching this film, I'm gonna be honest, when I went vegan, I did it when I went on the plant-based diet. We'll just say that it was because one of my friends, she was vegan and she did it for the animals. I was like, no, that's great, but it was for the health reasons. That was the reasons why I did it. I had trouble. My stomach is very it's pretty gentle. I have a fragile stomach, and I found out at one point like I had real trouble digesting certain foods. I had allergic reactions to different sort of dairy product, and inevitably what I found myself eating was just plant-based foods. My brother, I think, between both of us, we were just like, because he was my roommate at the time, we're like, I'm on a plant-based diet, out of just having to shifting what I was eating. I just discovered I was on a plant-based diet. So that's how it came to be with me. But I came across this interview with a rock star. Her name is, I can't remember her name, but she's the lead singer. She's the newer lead singer of Arch Enemy, the metal band. Super cool person. She's been with the band for a while now, but she was saying you should watch the movie Earthlings if you want to be informed about, animals and what is actually going on there. So I watched the documentary, and I gotta say, it is rough. If you can watch that and not be affected, I'm not saying you don't have to eat meat and this and that, but you see the brutality of what goes on, and then you see these labels, and then it's like pictures of cartoons of smiling cows, and you just witnessed in full, like a horror movie. It's like it's watching a real horror movie. An animal just get basically torn apart. You see all their emotions, you hear and see everything. So I recommended it to my brother, and he didn't want. I mean, he won't even touch it. He won't touch it because he knows that it's going to have a huge effect on him. That being said, my brother is vegetarian, so it's not like he's not already kind of inspired in that direction anyway. But if you want to see something pretty heavy that could potentially move you, I would recommend watching that film, Earthlings. And again, it's been out for a while, so it might be on YouTube for free. It could be on Netflix. I don't know. But those are two eye-opening documentaries. Like I said, one is from 2005, Earthlings. The other one is 2008. So I know that documentaries like this have made a shift in the way a lot of people have seen the industry and food in general, and I believe that they've had a large impact on the population in America and around the world. But we have seen a huge shift actually, since 2005, 2008 anyway, as there's a greater demand, as people are demanding higher quality food. So anyway, and higher quality food and more conscious eating, I should say. And like I said, there is greater compassion for other animals outside of ourselves. So cool beans, guys. Peace. Have a good one.